I should say, welcome back to another episode of Pentiment, actually the second one. And we I mean, you can see it here. It was not the first, we didn't finish the first chapter because we got distracted by a lot of things, like history facts. And I just remembered myself, I wanted to tag Billy because I'm pretty sure he would be also interested in this one. All right, where were we yesterday, though? We stopped with the quest. We figured out we wanted to give... we gave the books back to the librarian. And I think we need to go back to... Oh, yeah, I definitely can remember. We definitely need to go back home. But I didn't want to do this yesterday anymore because I was like, yeah, there is no way I'm going to figure out how to go back again. So today I'm going to take my time to find my home back again. But let's see. We also got some new interest in our journal, but I just put it away. Never mind. Clara kindly gave me some food for dinner. I should see if Otto and Andreas are around. Otto's working below the abbey, between the guest house and the abbot's house. Also new entry here. What does sext mean? Monastic hour corresponding to noon. One of the little hours of prayer followed by dinner. Isn't that crazy? Basically, your life is, yeah, praying, working, going to the church, and that's just pretty much it. Wait, I wanted to see your quest though. Journal. I managed to convince Brother Mathieu to pay me early for my manuscript. Luckily, I didn't need to convince the abbot. I should get the money to Clara. That means we're just going home again. Just going home again, forehead. Let's see if we can find home. History facts, nerds. I don't mind being a nerd, actually. But I don't think... never mind. We can just go through the church here. We also found a little secret. I remember the achievement. But I don't know where exactly it was. Up Abbey. Religion had overwhelming power over the people in this era. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how much power they had and how rich the church already was back then. That's Martin. Is he still mad at us? Probably. Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy? Not really. What are you doing? I thought we could have a pleasant conversation for once. Why would I want that? I got so many better things to do. I'm only trying to be friendly, Martin. What is your problem with me? I guess I'll leave you to it then. I just want to be friendly, Martin. Honestly. Why? Because I like you, Martin. You seem like a good kid at heart. Our church and faith tell us to love our neighbor. It's the principle of it. That's a question I keep asking myself. I mean, yeah, that would be great, but that's just not realistic. Maybe he seems like a good kid at heart. He's probably not, right? I'm not a kid, unlike you already have one of my own. What? You've been working with the monks so long. You can't even father one. So piss off and stop bothering me. I'm busy. What exactly are you doing? Well, would you like to join Otto, Andres, and me for dinner? I'll leave you be then. Until then, why should I invite him? He's just so rude. He's just so rude. And what exactly are you doing? Mind your own business. Fine, you're right. It doesn't concern me. I'm only curious, and curiosity is a virtue. You're a scoundrel? Always up to no good. I'm keeping my eye on you. I'm keeping my eye on you. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. This will be remembered, though. Oh, okay. I'm curious about the consequences. You're nothing but a snoop and windbag. Piss off! I don't want to talk to you anymore. Okay. Goodbye, then. Guest house. I don't think we visited this house yesterday, right? Oh, what is this nice sound of cooking? Oh, imagine a nice soup now. Chad, what's your favorite soup? Do you actually like soup? God be with you, Andreas. God bless you. In some places it still does, to be honest. Of course, it still does. That's very true. Good day, Master Maler. Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message. I guess so. Afternoon, Andres. Otto, Clara didn't give me your message. So I missed you this morning. I was still asleep when you came by. Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he? Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray. Always praying. Oh, I'm doing it as well. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Actually, some good bread with some good cheese is very nice. I like these simple things. Do you like soup? Same. As a little kid, I never liked soup because I was always considering it as not food, to be honest. Because I thought it needs to be kinda, yeah, it shouldn't be fluent. Well, things are changing. Fish soup is really good though, yeah. I only had it once in my life. That was around Christmas. I got invited over, and there was a Polish family, and there was kind of a tradition making a fish soup. That was, oh my god, I love fish so much. That fish soup was amazing. Favorite soup is carbonated water with vanilla flavor, lemon squeeze, and chopped ice cubes. Vanilla flavor, Interesting. Soup is OP. Let me think, what's my favorite soup? I actually like in German it's called Käse-Lauchsuppe. It's like cheese onion soup. But I also like pumpkin soup a lot. Tomato soup is kind of a classic, yeah. But I think, and the chicken soup, like a self-made chicken soup, that's also super, super nice. Yeah, tomato soup is also very good, yeah. A very classic one. With a little bit of creme fraiche inside. Many schools have fish soup relatively often. In fact, they often have all kinds of fish foods. Yeah, I guess it's because you're close to the sea. That's why. I think that's why it's common. Big soup or Turkish lentil soup. Of course, I forgot about the lentil soup. I love lentils. I could just eat them the whole time. It's really, really good, yeah. Ah, I'm getting hungry. My stomach waits now, yeah. But first of all, bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ, O Lord. Amen. 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 How did the morning treat you? I've had a bad morning, barely got anything done, and my neck's aching anyway. Let's ask the other first. Not too bad things. Heard my damn hand splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house. Are we actually eating? It's not that bad of an injury, it just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to do work here when it suits him. Just galls me. A parasitic growth which develops in oak trees caused by wasps laying their eggs under the tree bark. Oak galls were traditionally harvested and distilled into iron ink used in manuscript. Holy shit, I didn't... Oh, I'm sorry for my language. I didn't know that. Interesting. But for real, though, mine's probably borscht. That's also a very, very nice soup. Oh, I really need to learn how to do this, to be honest. I really need to. Luckily, it's my fever. I have lost my appetite. I can talk about food all I want. It will come back again in a couple of days. It will. Select food item to eat. Sheep's milk cheese or rye bread? Can I just put a bit of cheese on my rye bread? It's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrim's patches isn't really smithing, but I don't mind. Oh, okay, never mind. We're gonna eat both, but not at the same time. Anyway, I saw you walking with that Baron Rotvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What's that all about? He's here to check on commission. I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. I think he may be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish the manuscript he's working on. As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize the people of Tassing and Kirsau. What are we gonna take here? Are they gonna remember that? Probably. I'd take the first one. He was. Though Father Matthias had some misgivings about the Baron. What kind of misgivings? Does seem like he has an unsavory side to him. That he fools around with young women. He's married, of course. Ah. Uh-huh. And we know how hard it was for women during these times. Oh, damn it. But that's only gossip and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that. Yeah, and it's also probably not Christian to fool around with young girls, huh? It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Rennick. Rennick, maybe, may he rest in peace. Ah, yes, the medieval temple woman. It's horrible. It's just horrible. And imagine they're getting pregnant. Yeah, you have no security system at all. Most of the time they're even getting, banned from their village or town, whatever. Just horrible. Yeah, well, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything about why should he? He beat someone? That doesn't seem like the sort of thing he would do. It's not my affair, not my affair. I can't speak to it. I wasn't there either, but I do know that it happened. Maybe we should say that. We had a long conversation. What did you talk about then? Well, not about his affairs. I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist? He talked to me about my work. He's fascinated by both art and books. Martin Luther, my time at university, a variety of other things. He's quite well educated. You could sense my inherent moral quality, Otto. Let's talk about that. Sure. I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from. Otto. Yeah. This bitterness and envy are not good for Christian souls, Otto. No. It's not envy, Andreas. No one should get away with what he does, what this abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me. No, I understand. I see why people resent the abbot's rule. He's harsh lord. I think you're being unfair. You're being unfair. The abbey does Tessing a lot of good, more than you realize. It's probably somewhere in between, to be honest. I mean, they're giving good jobs, but the circumstances are just, not nice. This will be remembered, Chad. Otto, did you see that the Bauer's sheep escaped the grazing fields again? No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. I think he didn't do it at all. And this is Martin, the guy who's just cursing the whole time. He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the lazy soul in Tessie. He could even hold a hammer properly. Married and a father at such a young age, and he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child. So he was not joking. He's a kid. Oh, wait, I don't know how old he is. Maybe 14, 15, but he's already having a kid. And of course a wife. Dude, those are some different times, huh? On top of that, he's a damn thief. And before I say it, Andreas, that's more than just gossip. Look at him. Oh, by the guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort. I admit he seemed less than helpful when I saw him this morning. He's just a boy, still has time to change. Well, I hope it's not going to be too late. I've never known a thief to change, but maybe his responsibilities will make a man out of him. Yeah, depends highly on the person, huh? I'm not sure if you're getting a child, if you're getting a kid, you're suddenly like, boom, I need to change my life. I mean, sometimes it's happening, yeah. Speaking of the Bauer's sheep, their ears are shorn and the woman will be spinning it soon, Otto. I got it, Endless. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right, I'll catch up in the moment, Andreas. That was interesting. Oh, Andreas, Say hello to Eva for me if you get a chance. Of course, I'll try to remember. I should return to work in the scriptorium until later. Oh, okay. A new part of the day. A few more pages, afternoon work. Time to get back to work. Shouldn't I go back home and deliver the money though? Abbott House? Oh yeah, we can't go there. You can always go back to the scriptorium, right? What? Nothing? Meadow. This is where we went with the Baron. The figures in the shrine to Saint Christopher are quite nice. Saint Christopher, one of the 14 holy helpers. Saint Christopher is invoked as protection against the plague and to safeguard travelers. He is often pictured as a large man with a staff carrying the child Jesus on his back across a small river. If you're ever going into church, you're always gonna, pretty much always gonna see Saint Christopher because of these attributes, always. It's actually so nice if you're having a bit of knowledge about that. Then you're going to a historical place. You're gonna see, I know this guy. Then you can look a bit smart with that. Iris is beautiful too. Hello there, Master Maler. Hello, Till. Have you ever seen a nicer view? Don't get sights like this in the cities, I expect. Can't say that Nürnberg has many Roman ruins now. I could do without the mud on my shoes, but the aqueduct does make a nice silhouette. It's hard to believe that the Romans built a town all the way out here and we just let the structures fall apart. There are some aqueducts which you can still visit, actually. It's super interesting to see. The old Roman ruins. Tassing is full of them. God, the marvels they are. In case you don't know what an aqueduct is like, that was the very modern form of a canalization. Transporting of water. It's quite impressive, actually. I don't pay much mind to the writing on them, as I can't read Latin myself, but you might enjoy giving them a look. If you do, you'll have to tell me if they match the old legends I read about. What sort of old legends? I didn't know you could read. That's kind of rude to say. Well, when Father Matthias was an abbot, he would let me borrow books from the abbey's library. I think I read through half of that library before Father Gianno became abbot. And Father Thomas are strict about which books should be read now. Books should glorify God, they say, not discuss the old pagan. How's this pronounced by the pagan? Pagan? First or second? I need to learn that. So the accounts of the Romans in Tassing are my favorites. That old book talked about the Roman knight Gaius Metellus defeated the Reti, I think it was. Heavy snowfall had him caught in this very valley. Barbarians on all sides when Mars sent a wolf to the night. The Roman god of war and agriculture, Mars represented civilization and peace through military might. God of war here. Instead of killing the beast, Gaius followed it to a magical spring with trees covered in all sorts of fruits. Mars provided the wolf and the spring, and Gaius Metellus founded Tassing after defeating the barbarians to honor Mars. That's where all this came from. I am surprised that Kirzau has any record of Tassing before St. Moritz arrived. Good story, if nothing else. Oh, we already had that. Oopsa. I've written in German at that. It might be all fable, but I enjoy the story all the time. It's nice to feel you're connected to those who came before you, even if it's only by the land you live on. Stupid question inbound. Were planets named after Roman gods? I think Jupiter was also god, right? Yes, it is. At least some of them. I mean, some planets, scientists are finding they're having like a weird name like E and then E720 IK5 or something. That was a way to give them names. You could also remember them better. It's quite interesting because all those mythology stuff that was the Twitch back then. That was the television back then because most people could not read. This is why all those Bible scenes were in pictures so people could understand what's going on. And same with all this mythology stuff. They're kind of fairy tales. That was the shit back then, actually. Mm. It is super interesting, Pan. Super, super interesting. Oh, we already have that. Wise words. I feel the same. Books connect us to the past we could hardly imagine existed. I'd rather look forward to new opportunities, but I do see the value in looking back. Nah, books are great. Being able to read was a sign of being rich back then. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy if you're comparing these times with today's times. Well said. It's been good chatting with you, Master Maler, but I'd better get back to work. Let me know if you find any particularly good books in the library, alright? I will. Until later, till... Forest? Oh, wait a sec. We didn't even go to the mill yet. Roman ruins. Another place as well. Oh, what's this? Collapsed. This must have allowed access to the aqueduct. Interesting. A child's drawings. I wonder who the artist is. Okay. Maybe we're too early here. Let's go back to the mill then. Lenhards. Afternoon, you're the Gardener's border, aren't you? How could you tell? You've the sallow look of a man who doesn't see the sunlight. Back then, it was that's the gamer of back then, I guess. Go far back enough in the past, and they would probably fear you like the plague if you could read. Now they would not fear you, but they would think that you are a well-educated person, and that you're coming from a well-known family. It's just farmers. Why should they read, right? That was not their purpose back then. I'm glad I'm not living during these times. Quite unlike the Gardeners. They're farmers. You expect them to act like kings? They're rustic folk, to be sure. A little dignity wouldn't hurt them. They bleat like sheep when times get hard. Only Eva's got a backbone. Oh, she, by the way. What does she matter to you? She's fine. Why? I'm only curious. She used to bring their barley to me, but Peter insists on delivering it now. That's Peter. I can't remember him, though. Shame. She'd shown some curiosity about the mill. I hope to foster that. I haven't seen such a marvelous windmill since my time in Flanders. It's a handsome mill. Is there something special about it? There are many in the farmlands along the Lye, particularly west of Ghent. Ah, the Luce. Luce? That's like, isn't that light? I mean, that's like, in Danish, that means light. Oh, lovely, ranger fields. Right, Flanders, famous hills, where actually, it's the Lye in Flanders, the Luce in France. Of course, the Lye. I misheard you. She's the only windmill. She's the only windmill in Bavaria. Did you know? This means light in our region as well. Yeah, I thought so. Dude, Desnix, once we're meeting up, I can probably talk Danish to you. You would understand me. It's so nice. Bavaria, powerful duchy in the southeastern Holy Roman Empire. It is east of Swabia and north of Tyrol. Tassing and Kirsau sit in the extreme south of the duchy, near the border with Tyrol. I don't know, duchy? That sounds like a douchebag, but it's probably not. Wait, as you also said, like during summer there were a lot of Danish customers, right, at your place? So you could understand them. Then there is Finnish again, where light is Valo. Okay, it has nothing to do with Luce. No. Constructed in exacting detail from Dutch specifications. The gem of the Alps, and none of the incurious dolls here can appreciate it. I have multiple Danish customers here too. Dude, I could completely imagine living in Norway. Completely imagine that. It seems like the Scandinavian countries are doing something right. I mean, yeah, Nubi. I mean, Norway was part of Denmark at some point, and that's not even 200 years ago. Wasn't it like 1840 or something? No, 1820. Around that, where Norway got independence. Oh God, I need to read this up again. The days nowadays in the north are super short, though. It gets dark very. Yeah, I can imagine. It's also currently it's insanely gray everywhere. It feels like. Yeah, if you get up at 8, it's pretty much dark the whole day, and then, yeah, sun is going down at what was it? What's my watch saying? Yeah, sun is going down at 16 something. It's very, very early. Norway is a mixture of all the countries in Scandinavia. Yeah, I need to visit your country. Always wanted to. Red from Denmark, blue from Sweden, and white from Iceland. Just copying it. Yoink, big yoink. Even yoinked. Oh yeah, I knew we said that. Except you. Yeah, I'm sure it's the peasants who are the problem. I suspect they have more urgent matters on their minds. Should be going until later. Until then, Nala. That reminds me, today I woke up the first snow. Oh, how cold is it at your place? I already found it very cold the last days, to be honest. No, we big yoinkers. Yeah. This looks like a Dutch windmill. What's it doing in Bavaria? Good question. Paul! Oh!
Hello.
Paul, right? I don't think we've talked before. I'm Andreas. I'm staying with the Gattners.
Oh, but you're not a farmer. Why are you living with the farmers?
They're letting me board with them while I work in the Happy Scriptorium.
You're a monk?
I'm an artist.
Oh, like you do drawings?
Drawing, paintings, calligraphy. If it goes in a book, I can put it there.
Oh, is that how you get money?
I have the habit with the Scriptorium's commissions. What? Art is a job just like being a miller is a job, but it's also a calling.
My dad says drawing's stupid. It's not worth anything.
Your dad's wrong. Do you like to draw, Paul? I see why he's saying that. Yeah.
Yes. More than anything, but I have to do it where Dad can see.
Oh, dude, imagine you need to hide your hobby. Oh, no. Oh, little Paul.
He gets mad.
I'm sorry to hear that. But if it means a lot to you, maybe he doesn't need to know. Oh, I'm gonna do that, dude. Your dad is gonna hate me now. Oh,
Can I tell you a secret?
I got an achievement. It's called Good Influence. Am I a good influence? Encourage Paul to draw. Oh, I am. Sure.
Sometimes I draw the runes in the meadow where Dad can see.
Oh, it's Paul's drawings. I was wondering. It has been like -1 for the end. Oh my god, this is already very cold. This is already very cold. But it needs to be like that, right? It would be very concerning if you would have like, I don't know, probably 5 degrees now or even 10. That would be weird. Most of the snow has probably melted by now, but I bet there's going to be more this week. Probably, yeah. Probably. The Romans would have been honored. They love defacing monuments. What do you draw? Defacing.
I don't know what that means.
Ah, don't worry about it. What do you draw?
Cats, Mom, I don't know stuff.
Oh,
I probably shouldn't be talking to you. Dad won't like it.
you're probably right. I'll just go. Until later, Paul. And hey, keep drawing, all right?
I will. Bye.
Oh, little Paul. So cute. This is Staub. Staub is dust in German. Oh, that's sweet. It's my second dog I can pet now. That's very sweet. And this is Elsa. Good afternoon. Forgive me, I've forgotten your name. Andreas Maler, master artist. Oh, a master at such a young age. It's impressive. It's funny that she's mentioning that because somebody else said that I'm already so old. Well, I admit I'm not quite a master yet, still finishing my masterpiece. Indeed so. I'm gonna be honest. What is it that like? Fulfilling a dream? Hard work, but it pays off in the end. To live a dream. You have the right, just like anyone. It's not for everyone. I think the problem is that she just got born as a farmer. And she's a woman. During these times, it seems actually very impossible. To do what? I have my family to care for. Leonhard, Paul, my sweet angel. The mill. I apologize. We didn't even get properly introduced. You must be Else Müllerin. You're the miller's wife? Yes, that's me. I heard Clara and Eva had an artist boarding with them. They must be very exciting. They've treated me very well. They seem to enjoy having someone new in the home. Perhaps even more than Clara, I only meant living on a farm among the townspeople. Isn't it very lively? Only when Peter starts raving about the miller's stall. Only when ill Peter wakes in the night and can't find the chamber pot. So far it seems like most others. The chamber pot. Ursula brings some joy to the household though. And we're gonna see. Oh, little Ursula. Was the little girl right at the beginning. Such a lovely little girl. I talked to your son, Paul. He seems like a good kid. Paul is a darling, but so shy. I pray the Lord may someday bless us with a daughter. Else! Have you finished with your gabble? There's work that needs doing. Oh no. I'm sorry, I have to get my laborers. To my laborers, of course. I apologize if I bothered you. Until later, Mistress Müllerin. Until then. Elsa? It's also a very old name, huh? Church and Jackhurst. Did we see everything here? I hope so. Thomas. God be with you, Andreas. Wait, did we go to the right side here? Meadows, yeah. Forest. Welcome back, dear Dust. Most of this felling is for the abbey's renovations, fire and firewood. The town can only gather sticks. Oh wait, that's Smoky Home. Meadows as well. Sean of St. Sancia. Waterfall. Oh wow, there are a lot of places here. Okay. We call her little sister Elsa. Yeah? Oh, that's sweet. Kind of cute name. And very old. Smoky. Master Maler? Yes. We met once before, I think. You were drawing something by the waterfall. I'm Smoky. Well, Adam, but people call me Smoky. You're the charcoal burner. Yes, I have to stay out here in the forest near the kiln. Is there anything I can do for you? Nah, just being friendly. Of course. Good to see you. Until next time, Master Maler. Until then. Interesting job. Voxlov? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. Aww.
Dekuzi Zadera. Adesnix TV. Phoenix 1 hype, Phoenix 1 hype, Phoenix 1 hype, Phoenix 1 hype.
Oh, dear Teddy, thank you so much for 11 months, and also thank you, big thanks to Desnix for the gift itself. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That sounds so similar to Polish. It's like dziękuję. That also means like thank you. It seems so similar. Interesting. Hi, Teddy. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. An older woman could not pronounce her name and then started calling her Ed, and we took it from there. I guess Ed is more familiar to her. I think Ed is cute. You're not a local, are you? No, I'm staying in Tussing only briefly. A smoky friend of yours? Why stay out here in the forest? No, I mean, I didn't know him before coming to Tussing, but he's let me stay with him, so yes, I suppose he is. People don't much like Romani. Most folk despise anything that's different. I like staying on the edge of town. Search to find whatever is different. It's the difference in an artist's style that makes their work unique. Different is merely different, that's better or worse. Oh, you're the artist staying up at Kirsau. Yes, just visiting Tussing for some time. My name is Andreas Maler. It's nice to meet you. Most folk in Tussing don't come down here to talk. Well, we are. Right, I'm Václav. A traveling tinker. I travel from place to place, sharpen knives and small things that need mending, that sort of thing. And what brought you to Tussing, Václav? Do you think do the people of Tussing need much tinkered? All folk have chipped blades and broken wheels or loose hinges and worn tools. I wonder mostly, but I can find a bit of work wherever I go. I actually came to see Kirsau's library. I had hoped for one of the monks to read them to me, but the Gabbard wouldn't let me in. No one's allowed inside the library except the sisters. I'm not surprised they turned you away. Father Gernot is a grumpy old man. I think he has half a mind to throw me out of the sculptorium most days. Or we can also use our backgrounds here. It's a great shame that Kirsau hides its books away from the town. Everyone should have access to knowledge. That's very true. I'm gonna make some food. Hopefully I don't DC again. Hopefully. Enjoy your food, yeah? We're all alike in that regard, Master Maler. What were you looking for? Well, I explained I was looking for a text about the elements. If they're primordial, as Aristotle say, then God didn't create them. They exist with him since the dawn of time. That's a fascinating idea. But Genesis clearly says that the Lord created the heavens and the earth. How ridiculous. I don't wanna make fun of him, to be honest. Need some water. Good idea. Very good idea. I'm also gonna take a sip here of my tea. I'm eating a cheese and onion chips. Oh, enjoy. Are you done working today then? Or are you taking a break? Not only that, but it explains the presence of the angels and demons before the creation of the worlds. Of the 5 elements, angels are fire and air, demons water and earth. And the world was ether before the Lord formed it. That's why Satan appeared as a snake to Eve. Snakes can only dwell in deep caves and pools. I've never considered that way before, and you might be onto something. Be careful, Václav. People have been imprisoned for talking like that. Don't be absurd. God created the elements just as much as anything else. Just be careful. I'm well aware, Master Maler. Nevertheless, I thank you for your concern. Anyway, I should get back to work. Until later. Gotta continue tomorrow. My brain is pretty fried from today. That's fine, as long as you're doing it tomorrow. I think you also worked a lot today, right? Oh, you can just chill, I guess. Let's go back to the forest, though. Meadow? The shrine. We could also go to the shrine. I was never here before. Gertrude. She's cute. A carving of Saint Satya. It looks quite old. I can't do anything with that? Maybe not yet. Let's talk to Gertrude. God bless you, Master Maler. God bless you, Sister Gertrude. Didn't know you needed to forage for herbs down here. I thought the convent had a garden. Oh, it does, but the forest provides many local plants that we don't need to cultivate. The Romans believed that Tussing was protected by a fairy, and the plants that grew around her spring bloomed all year. Father Gernot didn't seem to approve of the brothers and sisters knowing the history of Tussing. Didn't realize anyone in Tussing still knew the old Roman myths. I've read many Roman myths, but it wasn't aware Tussing had its own. Small Roman towns often had nymph cults. I'm not surprised Tussing had its own local spirit. Till mentioned he'd read about the Roman myth in a book he bought from the abbey. Ah, yes, legend says Tassie was a fairy who lived by the local spring. She was bathing there when she was interrupted by a man who wanted his way with her. When she cried out, Mars, who was hunting in the forest, heard her and struck the man down. Tassie blessed him by washing him in the spring, and the water that fell from his body made the ground around Tassie fertile. It's all, again this word, nonsense of course, but it's a lovely story. Any myth hide a seed of truth. I wonder what else the Romans believed about Tussing. Ah, so Tussing was named after the Roman nymph. Be careful who you say that around, Andreas. Not everyone in Tussing is so comfortable with those old stories. It's literally what I said to my other friend in the forest. Anyway, I ought to get back to work. God bless you, Master Maler. See you later, sister. Alright, then we can go back. I think there was also the river, or the waterfall. There are so many different scenes here. Rotten and full of bugs, no wonder Otto hasn't split it up. Is that Otto? Looks like that. Old Otto. Wonder if there's also young Otto. Good to see you, Andreas. Good to see you. The waterfall must flow down from the snow melt in the mountains above the abbey. Old salt mine. Interesting. There's so many rabbits here. Tussing's old salt mine, how the town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Imperial Road, also called the Via Imperii. The Imperial Road links Venice in the south with Stettin on the Baltic Sea in the north. It passes through Verona, Innsbruck, Nuremberg, and many other cities along the way. It also brings thousands of travelers to Tussing and Kisa every year. Where's Otto Jr.? That's a good question. It's looking like a little graveyard. Alright, time to go back then. If we can find back, but we have to. Franz, Bauer and Widow Kemperin. Wait, we were here, right? Franz? Andreas? Yeah, we were here. Johann Bauer farm. What's this? These wood carvings are quite curious. Ottilia's home? Ottilia, you want something? No? But that's not my home. That's not my home! I have to get some sleep, so I'm gonna go now. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, dear Pan. Sleep well and tight and get well soon. Veronika. Aha, Johann and Hans. Hallo, Andreas. Oh, hey, Andreas. How's it going, Hans? Keeping busy in the fields? I guess. Do you like it? What? Farming? I never really thought about it. Dad says it has to get done whether I like it or not. That's the thing. You just didn't have another choice. You're just gonna do the job your dad did. Can we own chicken and sheep and cows and horses and having a big farm? Yeah, but that means lots of work, Doc. Even though chicken are actually very easy to handle. What do you think about them? Uncle Franz said Brigitta might come help with the laundry today. Franz and Brigitta. She's Martin's wife, right? She seems nice. She is. Nicer than Veronica, anyway. I wish Brigitta lived here instead of her. Well, you have a good time thinking about your cousin's wife. What? Until later, Hans. Bye. God, and they're married so young, dude. Johan's family keeps beehives with the honey and wax. Town, Gärtner farm. This is where I live. I think then we discovered everything. But Thuggy, we already have some chicken here on this farm. Hi, Andreas. You say hello to the girls today? Eva and Clara? No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You name your chickens after the apostles? Isn't that blasphemy? Nah. Guess when you put it in plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. I was thinking that how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. That makes perfect sense to me, Big Yuck. You have much in common with Christ. Word of advice, don't mention that to anyone else, especially the father. It's fine, I get it. I just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, well, we sell them to the Bauers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Anyway, I should get back to work until later, Andreas. Until then. I'm not sure if you can get lots of money off eggs, to be honest. But I have no idea. Alright, but I think we went back to deliver the money, right? To Clara. Yeah. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Clara. I have something for you. I actually came back only for her. Oh? This should be enough to pay my rent and the taxi over the abbey. Andreas, this is far more than your rent payment. We can't accept this. Please, Clara, it's the least I can do. You and Peter have been such gracious hosts. Consider the rest as a gift. Consider the rest a gift. Then, in addition to my rent, I insist it's enough to pay back the abbess. But Andreas, how did you even find so much coin? Are you sure you'll have enough to spare for yourself? Don't worry about me, Clara. I'll be fine. I convinced brother Mathieu to pay me a bit early. I wanted to be sure you could pay your taxes in time. God bless you 1,000 times, Andreas. You don't know what this means to us. I'm happy to help, Clara. It's the Christian thing to do. It's probably best not to mention it. I mean, let's take this one. Chicken are cool. They're like little dinosaurs running around. I actually love chicken. You're a good man, Andreas. Thank you. I'll let you move on with your day. God bless you. Until later. So, paid in full. We got a quest done. Let me see. This is done. I'm so proud of us. Lunch is done. It was nice catching up with our ton interests, but it's about time I head back to the scriptorium to work on the book of hours. Clara seemed very grateful for the money. Hopefully this will help all alleviate some of the Gärtner's money troubles. We also met some new people now. Brigitta Bauern, daughter of Agnes Steinauerin, daughter of Lucky Steinauer, wife of Martin Bauer, mother of crafts. Her first son, Wolf, died to illness. She lives with her husband on their farm. Close friends with Veronika Bauer. Else, the wife of the late Leonhard Müller and mother of Paul. Else largely keeps to herself in the Miller home, but many peasants and townfolk consider her to be one of the kindest people in town. I think that's a very nice rumor about her, to be honest. Franz Bauer, he looks very grumpy. The brother of Johannes, Johann Bauer. Franz is married to Katz, and is father of Martin. Franz is known for his brusque, abusive nature and intimidating presence. Yeah, he's also looking like that. Johannes Hans Bauer, son of Johann and Hedy Bauer, a brother of Veronika. Hans is a quiet boy and is reasonably well liked. He's not known for being particularly bright. Okay. Well, not everyone can be brighter. Lennart Müller. Oh, I like this here, but he doesn't want that. His kid is just trying to learn how to draw. Tau Müller, husband of Else and father of Paul, one of Tassing's wealthiest citizens. He's widely disliked for his heavy tolls and his cruel nature. Yeah, this guy is scaring me. Old Otto Zimmermann, carpenter and father of Otto, suffered a stroke several years ago, so his son has taken over much of their business. Lives next to the town commons. And then Paul Müller, the little artist, son of the late Lennart. Lennart and Else, husband to Anna, father of Andreas and Ulrika. Town Miller and member of the town council. Have another side here? Yes, there's Smokey. Adam Smokey Köhler. Carco burner for Tassing and Kirsau smokes. Smokey lives in the woods between the town and the abbey. And then there's Voxlav, family unknown Romani traveler who has been staying in the woods with Smokey for a few weeks. He helps Smokey with the carco burning and does odd jobs for the town folk. Alright. That means we are going back to the church. Let's just do that. I think I'm also understanding the map now. Wait, but I need to go to the meadow back, right? Or can I do this over here? No, I can't do it here. Meadow. There you go. A shrine to St. Moritz. The studio looks ancient. Oh, we were here anyway. Lower Abbey. There you go. Upper Abbey. And that's the church. And then we need to go to the scriptorium. Oh, where is that again? At the end. Dormitory, and then we could just go on the right side. I think. Scriptorium. No, we're good. We're good. Back to the main quest. What is he gonna say? Brother Edog, this work, I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed. Brother Prior, I am working to the best of my abilities and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent. Praise be to God. And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you were so reliable. Many apologies, Brother Prior. I will work harder. He's just criticizing today. Luck is praying. Piero, I can't believe this. Baron Rotvogel has come to check on this progress, and this is all you have. You should have finished this month ago. Is your mind so corrupted by age that you didn't notice the season have changed? Well, you're not the one who will have to answer for it, so why should you care? Typical. Excuse me, Prior Ferenc, but I believe your point is made. God, shut up, Ferenc. Stop making out your frustration on an old man. kind of want to say this, to be honest. Good morning, Winter. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Well, but I won't, I guess. Andreas, I will remind you that I am the master of the scriptorium and you are a guest here. I agree, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow. You're insufferable, Brother Guy. Oh, God, give me the patience to endure this. Please, everyone, this is my work and I accept responsibility for it. Brother Ferenc is right. They're just working overtime. No, it's him again. The Baron. Prior Ferenc, is this mine? It must be, yeah? It is, my lord. I can explain. No. I don't want excuses. I've come all this way and I have to be honest. I expected more. It's nowhere near finished and the style is... Well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity toward kids, I was being taken advantage of. Am I a fool in this sad story? No, of course not, my lord. Never. We can fix this, of course. Of course, we only want to accommodate you. Ah, Andreas, good to see you again. My lord, good to see you. How should I respond? My lord? Father Gernot, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable. Well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your No. I'm not talking about the scripts. That's fine, but the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. Of course, I mean, if Andreas is all right with it. If it takes the pressure off of Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, Abbott, I'm trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Well, I will do what I have to do. There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbott, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord. Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us. My lord, I've already made supper plans with the Drucker family in town. Nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father? Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend, the Prince Bishop, would deny additional guests at his table. What do you think? I understand, yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it. I guess I have no choice. Hello, dear Manu, welcome to the stream. Artifact of the stream. Bob Ross once helped a colorblind viewer. A fan once approached the artist and stated that he could not be a painter due to his handicap. Ross helped encourage the young viewer by spending an entire episode painting only in grey. I actually know this fact. It's very, very interesting. Of course he can draw in grey colors. Of course he can do that. Amazing person, huh? You had this planned. What? You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town. Oh, go to hell, Ferenc. Why are you mad at me? I'm trying to help. It's beyond ridiculous. Listen to yourself. Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am. Yes, you are, and you embarrass me. The abbot and the abbey. Prior Ferenc is right, of course. No wonder we don't get commissions. Can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute? If anyone is the embarrassment here, it's you, Ferenc. You're so insincere and you're so obvious about it. It's gonna be Ferenc. Brothers? Oh, they scared me a bit. If you please, Sister Zdena, and I would prefer it if you could keep the noise down. It sounds like Samson slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up in the levatorium for supper at the abbot's table. Whispers, time to eat. Actually, I'm having a great tea, Romano. I'm enjoying. I'm having green tea with coconut taste. How are you doing today, by the way? I forgot to ask. Hope you're doing all right. Let's check the quest log. Nuns, hour 13. Lorenz invited me to eat at the abbot's table. I'm not sure if I'm welcome. I'm welcome, but I can't refuse the invitation. I should wash up at the levatorium in the cloister and then join the brothers in the refectory. Klaus is going to be annoyed that I'm missing dinner with the Druckers again. So where do I have to go now? Oh wait, there's also a map, right? Courtyard and levatorium next to the dormitory, so we need to go to the cloister. Were we ever in the chapter house? Refectory. So basically through the church, okay. I'm glad there is a map. Enjoy your food, Ronald. Enjoy your food indeed. Cloister. I mean, we're close to that, right? Refectory here. Courtyard and levatorium. This one. There you go. I found it. I'm glad only to work tomorrow. After that, I have my vacation. Ah, yeah, I remember we were talking about that, but I also have to go to the dentist tomorrow. Excited because I plan to stream the new Pokemon games right at midnight. Nice. I hope you're gonna like it. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it, and I hope your appointment tomorrow is gonna be all right. I'm also having an appointment on Friday. I'm going to the doctor to do another checkup with my eyes and to see if I'm eligible to get the surgery. I decided to do this after, I don't know, since I can think, I want to have normal eyes again. Ooh la la, that's lots of love there. Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper, though the circumstances are unusual to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you, none of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us. It's a shame, I always enjoy our talks. Now the same doesn't apply to you at the abbot's table. You can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot does not look kindly on idle chatter. I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. Wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Suburban abbot and a nobleman. I could get used to this. Nah. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the pride treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating. No, my son. There's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth. Nah, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you much, but I'm proud to have known you and your work. And when you leave all of us at Kiersau Abbey behind, you can call upon your friends, Lorenz, the Baron Rotvogel, to help you in your career. He's wrong, you know. Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. It's not old, just because a nobleman says so. Both is. I want to say both. Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will ride over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside. But we can eat together at some point. How are you, Mimi? You sound kind of happier than the latest days, I think. No, I'm not happier. No, actually, I'm having insane back pain today. I'm tired. I'm very, very tired today. I'm not happier. No, I wouldn't say so. Where are we going now? Klaus is going to be annoyed that I'm missing dinner with the Druckers again. She washed up at the levatorium in the cloister and then joined the brothers in the refectory. The refectory was close to us, right? Nice. Yeah. You can access it from a lot of places. Like, there are 3 doors here. All right. No pain allowed. Yeah. Unfortunately, there is. And I can't, yeah. I also need to fix this at some point. I need a proper chair. Maybe I can get it until my birthday. And then I'm gonna be hopefully happy with my back. Andreas, glad you could join us. Oh wow, this is so quiet here. Thank you, my lord. Father Gernot, Father Thomas, Prior Ferenc. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Some, yes, not really, to be honest. I'd say some. I don't want to mess it up with them. Next week is my birthday, getting into the big 3. I don't think you're going to feel different, though. We need a Herman Miller for your bed. Ah, yeah. Doc, I actually counted today. I need... I don't know how much the eye surgery is going to cost, but that's something I want to do. It's going to be my quality of life upgrade. Then I need a proper chair. Then I need the auto interface. That's like, I need probably more than 5,000 euros. That's an insane amount of money. So I need to take it slow. You can't get everything at the same time. But yeah, that's in an ideal world, there's a streamer called Mimi and having all of this and having a good life. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Wait, so you are listening? They are listening to that while eating? Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds me, Father Gernot, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can say that he has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. Uh-oh. My lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remember you enjoying our quail in your last visit. On your last visit. The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother Mathieu, yes? How appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? They are not so amused about this now. I will win the lottery on Saturday. I'm crossing my fingers very, very hard for you, Thug. Baron, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine. What about Andreas? Oh no. Oh no. Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on this war. Oh no. Oh no. Why are you dragging me into this? Why not? Where should we start? He's really put... Okay. Let's start it. A debate. Excellent. Why not start with the 95 thesis? Enough! Andreas, you should know better. Lord Rotvogel, you are our guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Mathieu, or with any other brother. Is that clear? I suppose, Father. It is your abbey, but you are taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid of change. Whether it's from Luther or someone else, reformers coming to the church, you had better accept it. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. What? Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate change to the Holy Church on their whim. This talk is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you? I see. I have overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. That's not the right place, I guess. Then you get the best Herman Miller for your back. Only if you're also gonna get this done. It's very sweet of you, though. In spite of this unpleasantness, I will make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Tessier. We cannot accept what the future will bring. Perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers. Andreas, good night. That was kind of brave to talk about this kind of stuff here. Why, Andreas? Why did you engage him? I expect better of you. No, then I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in chapter privately. I am not part of them anymore. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. Well, I will take my leaves as well. Good night. Don't worry about Father Gano and the Baron. I'm sure it will all be fine by morning. I kind of doubt. Oh, Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself. That seems unlikely. I think the Baron should apologize if he wants to be forgiven. It must be so, but we must never lose hope. In any case, I do hope the Baron respects the Abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake. Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas? Ha! That is for younger and wiser man than me to decide. I'm just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son. Sleepy time? A few more pages, an awkward supper. I should get some rest. Let's see. Supper ended badly. An argument erupted between the Baron and the Abbot. Oh no, I'm getting hiccups, sorry. Hopefully we'll all get worked out in the morning. I should head back to my room at the gardener's and get some sleep. Well, now I need to find back home again. Wait a second. There's a lamp still burning in the guest house. The ones must be still awake. I wonder how he's doing. That one is Sassy Sheep. Oh, that was a Sassy Sheep? Bah. What was he thinking? He's a Baron, but he couldn't have expected that to go well. The storm doesn't seem to be letting up anytime soon. I should get back to the gardeners. I'm curious. That means that someone is thinking of you, Mimi. But I'm getting hiccups. Huh. So somebody's thinking of me. I see. Wait, I can't go inside though. Kinda cute way to say. No, it's closed. Huh? What the hell is this ghost? Are you alright, Master Maler? Did you see that? In the aqueduct? The ghost? Wait, he could also see it? Yeah, there must be a better explanation than that. Well, I'm not here to tell what you saw. Wouldn't be the first time people have seen ghosts around these parts. Interesting. I don't think it was a ghost. Have you ever seen one? Usually around the ruins. Who knows how many restless Romans lie beneath those stones? Huh. Well, I think I found Johan's last sheep. I'm going to head home. Take care, Master Maler. I will think you too. You too. Good night. Bah. My grand aunt told me that. That's sweet. So if I'm having this constantly, then somebody's thinking very hard about me. Columbine looks like it's coming in early. Church and Druckers. Oh no! Pale horse still on the floor. What? Hello? Are you alright there? Matin, the pale horse, death? Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It is used for the night's prayer. What's going on, dude? I'm heading to bed now. Have a nice day, nice evening, good night. Hugs for all of you. Oh, dear Manu, thank you so much for tuning in and take care. Have a nice day tomorrow. Sleep well. Sister, listen to my voice. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes. Yes, Father, I hear you. Am I here? Is this now? She's going crazy. You are with us, and this is now. I apologize, Andreas. I imagine that must have been quite alarming. Is she alright? She is, yes. Sister Amalie is a mystic gifted with visions when God sees fit to give her one. That sounds kind of weird. Some are more frightening than others. What is she doing there? Does she live in the church? How long has she been here? She lives there, yes. I'm a little surprised you haven't noticed her before. If you came to Mass more often, you would see that I gave her communion through a window to her cell. Dude, what are they doing to this woman? Her cell? She's an anchoress, a religious hermit so devoted to God that she has enclosed herself in a cell next to the church. Okay. Interesting. She's dead to the world, but continues a life of prayer and religious contemplation. That sounds like a horrible life. It's like jail. And she wants to do that? And sometimes, ever so rarely, she receives great and terrible visions. Is she local to Tassing, or was she a nun at Kirsau? Neither. She came here from a Benedictine abbey in Lower Bavaria after it burned down. I have a very bad joke. I'm scared. I am here confessor and caretaker. So they're giving her daily a bit of food, and then she's going to stay in her jail. Many anchors are not literate. I write down her visions to help interpret them. I thought all of the monks and nuns at Kirsau could read, even poor brother Volkbert. Thank you, Father Thomas. I must rest now. Of course, sister. That was very weird. She seems unhappy. It sounds like she's in a great deal of pain. She is. She feels pain. She feels a pain that is both physical and spiritual. Her spiritual pain comes from her revelations. They come and go. I try to address them as best as I can. The physical pain comes from a deformity in her spine and aches in her joints. And I have no cure for that, save prayer to the Almighty. Sister Emily was saying she had a vision of death. Could someone be in danger? No, don't rush to judgment. Her visions are divine and powerful, but they could have anything. Many meanings. Some of her revelations take years to comprehend. Some may never be understood at all, as God wills it. Still, the argument at dinner was quite troubling. Perhaps it has cast a shadow over her thoughts. Now then, the good sister appears to have fallen back to sleep. I must prepare for bed myself. Good night, Andreas. Good night, Father. Does anyone need an ark? I know a guy. A Noah guy. That's actually really good. It's fitting very well here. Fitting very well to the situation. Where are we going again? Home, right? Here to sleep. Do, 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 do. Get my phone. Wait a second. What was that? Andreas Schmidt's smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Okay. So sweet. But I'm having my own room. Are those wolves in the background? The Pikachucks give Solomon the Heptamer, and Preference keeps giving me all of these books to read. I should really clean this up. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. There you go. Time to work again. Time to get back to work. I guess it's also in our book, right? In our little book. Uh-huh. People. Amalie. Sister Amalie of Höcklingen. Sister Amalie is a mystic and anchoress who lives in a sealed cell next to the Tussing town church. She came to Tussing after Abbey in Lower Bavaria burned down. Alrighty. I guess going back to work it is. Back to the church.
Whee!
No, it's so sweet. Blueberries time. Oh, Nubi's living his life, dude. Having good chips, nice fruits. Enjoy. What a break. I'm actually always drinking. It's a big pot of tea. Mm-hmm. It's all right, Ursula. Good morning. What happened? Do you need any help with Ursula? Oh, you were referring to summertime stuff. Oh, blueberries time. Yeah. Can you imagine they were at the beginning, they were so broken. They had to nerf blueberries. That was so funny when I read the logs back then. No, a little crying won't hurt her. Besides, I think we've gotten almost all the leaks now. Ursula is my first child and she's been a handful, but I think I have the hang of it now. Big Jörg has been godsend. He helped Christine with Eva when she was a baby. I never took you for a family man, Andreas. I'm not yet. I just wanted to be helpful. I have 2 older brothers, both married, so there are plenty of nieces and nephews for me to play uncle to. I appreciate the offer. Make a fine husband someday, Andreas. Ugh, when will the storm let up? It's been going all morning. Peter and Jörg are outside trying to deal with the flooding as best they can. Oh my, is the farm in danger? Certainly hope everything is alright at the Abbey. I'm sure the Abbey's fine, especially with all the work Otto has been doing up there. Whatever happens, it will be as God wills it. You must have faith in Providence and endure what is to come. I have some food for you. Oh, that's kind. She's always giving me a little package here. You're sorry I can prepare anything more. Thank you. Otto wanted me to say hello, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate everything you do. It's sweet. Oh, you did? Good. Thank you. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas. Try to stay dry. Thanks. You too. Good luck. Be good, Ursula. Oh, she's sweet. And we just left. All right, Burbles. I'm actually gonna make another cup of tea because that was my last sip. But if you want to, we can go to the Burble screen, and I'll be back like in 2 minutes. Is that a deal? Stay hydrated. Be right back. Hello. Hi there, I'm back again. I'm so sorry. It was probably a bit longer than 2 minutes. But I got my tea now. Rain sounds and burbles. And I think you can even hear some sheep and some piggies and sometimes some chickens. So it's not quite fitting, but it's there. Oh, thank you, Doug. Thank you. Hi, people. Thank you for sending some positive vibes here. Let's go back to the game here. Andreas, are you doing all right, Peter? I didn't see that the wall was broken. Is that from the flood? Oh, damn, it is. Oh, this is looking bad. Some storm, huh? It's always like this. It is. It must have broken in the night. Some of our sheep escaped. We'll have to check them down later. This is the way it always is. Rain falls on the abbey and rolls downhill to us little people. Well, it's hard to blame the abbey for that. That's just how rain works. There's a reason we're down here and they're up there, Andreas. Anyway, I've got to get back to this. See you later. It's probably not a good place to build your house, to be honest. Stormy morning. Let's see. The weather is awful, but I still have to get to the scriptorium. Hopefully temperatures have calmed down since last night. I'm not sure what kind of role I want to have here. Kind of want to be a rebel, but I also don't want to have a bad ending. But I don't think this both are kind of fitting, you know. Hello, Andreas. Good morning, Andreas. Wait a second. I was just like, yeah, okay, let's say good morning to him, but he's probably gonna tell another story. Do you have to talk to everyone every day? Probably. So Otto and Eva, huh? Yes. What about them? How is their courtship developing? Doing fine, you think? Come now and tell me juicy details about what's going on between them. I would never talk like this. I'm not a gossip, Andreas. Otto practically asked me to be his messenger. I'm only trying to understand how things stand. I'm just curious. Did you really? Or did you just assume the part all on your own? You started picking up poor habits during your time in Tassing, Andreas. It can't be the Gärtners. Peter's stern. Maybe the monks talk too much. Well, if you ask me, I think Otto's being a bit too slow about it. Oh? He's old enough already not to be smitten like a boy. They both like each other, it seems to me. If you found the right person, you should go for it. It's what I would do. What's stopping you? What stopped you? Where's Mistress Schmitzen, if I may ask? No, I don't want to ask that. Well, that's personal. I understand. You just haven't found the right person. You can trust me, Andres. Are we friends? With intended Sabine waiting for me and then back. I would actually never be like this. Are we friends? It's just like, I don't know, that's kind of manipulating. Nah. We're to marry once. I finished my Wanderjahre. I'm not even sure if she's the right one, but it's a necessary step. It's not good for the soul to be alone, Andreas. We hope to find someone to have at my side as we build a family. But has not given me this blessing. Or not, it could happen at any moment in this. May not be remarkable as people say. Maybe. I must get back to work, Andreas. Enough talk. Until later. I mean, it's also interesting to talk to them. Wait, I can't probably go here because of the rain. Ah, interesting. Uh-huh. We've taken another way. Central town. Wait, we also didn't go to the bakery, right? No. Alban Bakery. Ulrich. God bless you, Andreas. Oh, some Brezel. Anna. Oh, that's also sweet. Hi. Gret. Andreas, such a pleasure to see you. And looking so handsome as always. Back for more of my rye? Oh, rye bread. Dear Gret, you know I can't stay away from your rye. I was passing by and thought I should say hello. Now I must go say goodbye. Are you a good man? Well, you're always welcome, Andreas. Always welcome to my rye. Be well. Until later, Gret. It's showing this game is showing in such a good way how how life was actually working here. Stanau house. I don't think I was also here. No, I remember the cat though. Because we could pet the cat. Pet schlau. It's like smart. Smart cat. And this must be to the meadow, right? Yeah. What's this place? More ruins. I wonder if they're from the old German colony. Stolzhaus. That's a nice house, but it's not available for us. Tassing is lucky to have such wound words natural growing. I had to buy it back in Nürnberg. I like to hear the pigeons in this game. What's happening here? Father, I've said this before, but it isn't good that the water drains here so quickly. It's affecting the foundation. It needs to be looked at. I understand, but if you dig here, you may be disturbing the bodies decomposing in the yard. Dude, who cares about that? People, they can't live in their houses because it's getting flooded. Of course, Father, but they're going to be dug up again anyway. Yes, but why disturb them unnecessarily? It's your church, Father, but you can't put this off forever. The foundation is going to crack. I understand. Perhaps after some of the bones have been moved to the ossuaries. Thank you, Lucky. Ah, good day, Master Maler. It's just horrible, just because we don't want to disturb the dead people. They're dead anyway. Good day, Father Thomas. Everything all right with the church? I didn't mean to eavesdrop. Ah, yes, Lucky was again reminding me of the dangers severe rainfall can pose to the foundation. God looks after his flock, but sometimes the pen requires an earthly hand. It will be taken care of. God be with you, Andreas. And with you, Father Thomas, until later. Bad and somewhat wholesome joke of the stream. You're living, you occupy space and have mass. What does that mean? Dear matter, that's true. Oh, I like this one. It's very wholesome. Hello, cow. Good day, or good evening to you, I should say. Hello, hello. That's a lot. Hi, Jared. That's a nice joke. I like this one. It's very wholesome. Oh, wait, what? Martin? Get a friendly greeting from Martin. That's going to be impossible. Told Martin to help his family. Martin ended the conversation mad at you. Oh, that's the story of us we had so far. Eat shit, Andreas. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. I should get to the scriptorium. Gernot will give me an earful if I'm late again. I want to talk to Till. Hello, Master Maler. Hello. The figures in the shrine to Saint Christopher are quite nice. Mimi suddenly saying that caught me off guard. Eat shit. Yeah, I would never talk like that. God be with you, Andreas. Is God with us? Look at this rain. Are you still preparing to leave, even with this weather? The weather is unfortunate, but the Baron's wife, Lady Salomea, will be arriving today. Oh, she's very pretty. My lord intends to depart as soon as she arrives. How long have they been married? 7 years now? She's a fine woman, a true lady. I was hoping to bid farewell to the Baron before he leaves. I'm sure he would appreciate that. He spoke highly of you before he went to bed. He was glad you were willing to debate him at supper, even though he's sure the abbot will hold it against you. Well, Luther's work is worth debating, regardless of what the abbot thinks. The abbot is too conservative. I think it's best to ignore him. The Baron is a patron of the abbey. I didn't want to refuse him. My lord certainly agrees, but he hasn't found many people who share that opinion in Tyrol or Bavaria. I can imagine. Tyrol, a county of the Archduchy of Austria in the Holy Roman Empire. It sits south of Bavaria, east of the Swiss Confederacy, and north of the Republic of Venice. Toxinexam, you clipped this one? Thank you, Jared. That's funny. Eat shit. That's not fitting to me at all, right? Would it be fair to say I found the Baron's favor? It would. My lord bade me give you a token of his friendship in his absence. He says it's a small thing compared to future commissions, but he hopes that you will wear it with pride. Interesting. Oh, what an extraordinary pin. Please thank the Baron for me. In fact, I will wear it right now. Many thanks. I will keep it insecure until I have clothing worth of wearing it. I don't want to get trouble. As you wish, of course. Where's his Hermasagon then? He went for a walk early in the morning. He didn't say when he'd be back. Oh, he'd return soon. The rain is turning everything to mud. Seems odd given the weather. The lords might surprise you, Andreas. He never minds getting mud on his boots. Of course, I'm the one who has to clean them. The Baron seems to be quite an unusual man in many ways. Well, I apologize for taking up so much of your time. Good luck, good speed, and I hope you can keep dry. It's no trouble, and many thanks. Until next time, Andreas. Ah, one thing before you go. Did you see a short, surly looking young man in a hat on your way up this morning? That can only be Martin Bauer. Didn't see. I didn't. I'm sorry. Why should I lie here? Should I lie to you, baby? I might have gone with a sullen or a whiny, but yes, that's him. He ran past me in the meadow as I was walking up the hill. He wasn't quite in a hurry. Huh. That's him. He ran past me in the meadow as I was walking up the hill. He wasn't quite in a hurry. That would explain my lord's missing rings. Oh no, he yoinked them. Speaking of heavy crossbow, how's the current status of Sunhaven? I can have a quick look, actually. Sunhaven. The last patch was from October, end of October. Patch 0.6 events and bosses. It was a major update, but I don't think the game is coming out soonish. Let me see. It's still in early access. And on Steam it's saying early access will be in early access. No, Sunhaven will be in early access for approximately 6 months. And when was this game released? June? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen. Like, you got July, August, September, October, November, December. So next month they should be the release. But it's patch 0.6. I don't think that's gonna happen this year. No, so we will definitely play it again once it's out. Definitely. You believe that he stole from you? What rings are these? Not from me, no, from my lord. 1 gold, 1 silver, a handful of golden, and a book the Baron was planning to give to the abbey. Golden. Gold coins used as currency throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Though different standards exist for the golden in the different regions, is generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. A book, History Tassiae? I believe so, yes. I went to pack the Baron's things and they were missing. The boy is a known thief. It wouldn't surprise me if he's responsible for the missing rings. Andreas, why are you saying this? Maybe it wasn't him. How can we prove that? Well, that would explain it then. Regrettably, he had ample opportunity for this theft. Yesterday I caught the boy with the hat, Martin, I suppose, peering in this through the window. I could have admonished him at the time, but, well, he seemed harmless. It's a shame. I hope the Baron won't be too put out. My lord is a man of some means. He won't miss the gold or the rings. I do think he will be upset about the book. He was quite excited for the abbot to see it. In any case, I must finish preparing the horses. It was a good talk. It was good talking to you, Andreas. Of course, I hope this rain lets up for you soon. I do see it again. Damn it, Des. Why is this not stopping? This is so annoying. God willing, until next time. Until then, we need to have a cross. Dude, I thought you're also talking like an Everest now. Well, we can go to the guest house now, right? Is the Baron still here? I don't think so. Well, I'm procrastinating. I don't want to go to work. Well, let's go. I mean, no time. There's a meme in this community for quite a while. It has, yeah. I would have never thought that. I would call them every day and get on their nerves, Ronald. Honestly, yeah. And do documentary. Because you just want to chill, dude. You don't want to have disconnects the whole time. Oh, this is wonderful. The rest of the abbey is soaked and there's not a drop of rain here. Good thing the abbot had ought to replace the roof to the scriptorium and library last month. With this calefactory next door, we can stay warm while everyone else is cold and wet. Calefactory, a communal warming room in the monasteries. Calefactories are usually attached to the cloister, but in Kirsau it is part of the old abbey and therefore connected to the old scriptorium. It keeps the monks warm and the library dry. Well, that's good. We're having this job here. We don't have to work outside. Instead of bragging about our good fortune, you should think upon your brothers and sisters and pray for their health and safety. Brother Adok, aren't you happy that the books are safe? The abbot's foresight saved a lot of your work and protected what's in the library. The town hasn't fared as well. Well, the guy's mirth at the misfortune of our brethren has quenched the flame of joy in my heart. We have the grumpy old monk, but where's the nice one? Brother Piero? Haven't you seen him yet today? I did before Brother Guy arrived. Brother Piero left to speak to the abbot some time ago. Huh. What? Why is Mathieu ringing the bell? Can't be Teresa already? I pray it stops soon. Such a cacophony is an assault on my frail ears. It's not stopping. I suppose this means we're being summoned to the chapter house? God gave me the strength to endure the rain. It's 50 feet, old man. You live. God give me the strength to endure this man. I'm still working on my masterpiece. It's somewhat stopping. What's going on? This can't well be because of the storm. I bet it has something to do with Piero. Should see what's the matter. How can we go there now? Let's see. We need to go to... not to the scriptorium. Lady Salomea, the wife of Lorenz Rotvogel. Lady Salomea is from a well-respected Viennese family and has been married to the Baron for 7 years. In Germany, there's a saying that it's das verflixte siebte Jahr. It's the damn 7th year, where marriages and relationships kind of breaking. It's quite interesting because there are statistics about... no, look at Anna Millerin, daughter of Ulrich and Gretz. There are statistics about like every year your personality is also changing a bit. It has something to do with your identity, like where you're standing in life right now. Most of the time, like every around 7-10 years, things are definitely changing. Ooh. Give me a second. Refectorium, or where... Maybe I need to go to the... Let me see. Did someone die? Well, that's also what I'm thinking, right? Oh, God! What? Oh, my God. A startling scream. What happened? What? She scared me, and then I just entered the dormitory, dude. What? Brother Mathieu rang the church bells early, and now one of the sisters is screaming in the chapter house. You see what's going... Chapter house? Oh, at the beginning. What the hell? Somebody died or murdered. That scared me. Me too. That's why I clicked super fast here. Oh my God! It's coming from just down the hall. Maybe the chapter house. Stop screaming, dude. That's so horrible. I need to go. I need to walk down here, right? I think something terrible has happened, Master Andreas. What happened? Somebody get murdered. Is that Piero? No, what happened? I think it's the Baron. He's been hurt. It's... what is this coincidence, huh? Yesterday he talked about Martin Luther, about his theories. And now he got killed? Dude. Please, Father. Where's Brother Florian? Have him come quickly. Be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. No. Okay, I can't do that. Sister Margarete, calm yourself. Did she only did... Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Margarete back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. It's horrible. God protect us. The Baroness was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. Why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? This abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some in the church. We're far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention. Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of this body? Dude, these people are ruthless here. The Spooktober already has been, dude. That's a speed run to the next Spooktober. Yeah, that was not heard anymore. No, you're right, Cav. Father Abbot, what are you saying? Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Do you want to see the soldiers of the Prince Bishop march up our steps and fly your brothers and sisters out of our home? Also realized, instead of writing in caps lock, there is just more ink here. It's like somebody's reading a bit more while writing this. No. Okay, silence! Quiet! Calm yourself, all of you! Father Abbot, Baron Rotvogel's manservant, preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. Yes. Yes, you're right, forgive me. But then what will we do? We must send the Baron's man to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freising at once. Mother Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the imperial diet. Even better, swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Oh, that's a hard word. Given the Baron's stature, the Archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes. Good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Brother Voislav, please detain Brother Piero in the cellar until the Prince Bishop's man arrives. What? Brother Piero, why? That's absurd. He was caught in flagrante delicto, covered in blood with a knife in his hand. Oh! You kidding me? In flagrante delicto, in blazing offense, indicating an individual has been caught in the act of committing a crime. It's like Among Us. I saw him venting. Father, do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed? Yes, capable enough when motivated by anger. I think it was Gernot. Had no anger against the Baron, Father Abbot. Simply came across him like this. No anger? Not even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas? This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop's man arrives, he must not be empty-handed. Even if Piero wanted to kill the Baron, he's not physically capable of the act. He wasn't angry. Anyone who was in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. He has an advanced palace in his hand that affects his fingers. He could barely hold a knife, much less use it to kill someone. That's because we have this option right now because of the medical background. We are very much interested in medicine. If I wanted a medical opinion, I would ask Brother Florian or the respectable Dr. Stolz. Dr. Stolz is like a Dr. Proud. I don't, and this is not your affair. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motive. Forgive me, Father Gernot. I just don't think that Brother Piero could have done this. Your position has been noted. Dude, I just want to protect him. My decision stands. Brother Voislav will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andreas out of the abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? Yes, this is ridiculous, but yes. Yeah, it is ridiculous. I'm gonna say that. Oh my god, I'm gonna die soon. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Piero did this either, but this isn't the time to push the abbot. Sure, the other brothers and sisters believe Piero is innocent as well, but the abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. If you have any recommendation, I'd love to hear them. I have to do something. I can't let Piero die for something he didn't do. I appreciate your passion, but if you pursue this indelicately, you could make matters worse. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at noon. Monastic hour corresponding to 3 p.m., one of the little hours of prayers. Always praying. We won't have much time, but tap on my window with a small stone and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine the body. Okay. Time to eat something. I'm actually also super hungry. The flood. Florian mandated dinner. I should follow Florian's advice and go to the Druckers. This doggy is looking so cute, right? Little doggy. Let's go to the Druckers then. Hopefully it will clear my head. Where were the Druckers again? This one? Drucker. Drucker house? To the meadow? To... Oh, it's like the inner city. Basically... Ah, okay. I think I know where it is. Journal. The brothers and... The brothers and sisters discovered Lorenz murdered in the chapter house. Brother Piero kneeling nearby with a bloody knife. I can't make sense of it, but the abbot has ordered me to leave until tomorrow. Brother Florian promised to let me covertly attend his examination of the body later today. Till then, he thinks I should sit down for a good meal. Should see if the Druckers have it placed at their table for me. Brother Florian of Poznan. Formerly a mercenary in Poland, Brother Florian is the abbey's infirmarian. Despite his violent background, he's known for his kindness and calm demeanor. Anything else? Nope. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's smart to be a rebel here, to be honest. Hello, Master Maler. Hello. Lucas. I wonder what we're gonna eat. That's the jail woman. Lucas should be here, right? Yes. Klaus. Good day, Andreas. Back from the abbey? Already? It's only noon. Andreas, are you alright? Something terrible has happened. I'm not sure. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Should we talk about... let's do it. God, what happened? No, forgive me. Come inside and sit down for a minute. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. This has been a difficult day. I could use a distraction. Have just the thing, then I'd like you reporting on my latest project. Cute chicken. I really wonder why this is like this. Is it because I can speak Dutch? Good day, Andreas. Should I fix your plate? If it's not too much trouble, I'd appreciate it. I'm always glad to eat your cooking, Marie. No, I'm sorry. I don't have much of an appetite. No, dude, I could always eat. Aw. Oh, my Klaus, you must invite Andreas over more often so I can hear someone compliment my food. Your cooking is lovely, darling.
Hello.
Hello, Bertolt. How are you?
Sleepy?
Go back to my workshop. I am going to do a new run of Till Eulenspiegel. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful. Almost bereft of illustrations. What do you think of these new ones? Oh, that's nice. They looked wonderful. Excellent work. The figures and composition are terrific, but the background is quite dense and busy. No, I like this one. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Marie know. Are these here woodcuts? They are. The drawing were mine, but she did the block cuts. I've got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the woodcuts and the type. Oh, the sound of cooking is so good. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
I'm hungry. Wow. Actually sausage here. Andreas, what were the belts for at the abbey? They were sounding for a long time. The visiting nobleman Lorenz Rotvogel was found murdered in the chapter house. God in heaven, he just rode by you yesterday. Yes, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the sculptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime. That's awful, a murder in Chiesa? How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron of the abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? Yeah, he accidentally slipped into a knife, huh? And does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? You've always spoken of him in the kindest terms. Seems like Lorenz had been stabbed, but I don't know. There was a lot of blood around him. There was a lot of blood, but I'd rather not speculate about what happened. I'd rather spare you the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. I'm gonna say this. He was looking like he got stabbed. No, I can't believe Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Stabbed? It's hard for me to imagine a monk doing that as well, but who knows? Oh, but could it have been one of the sisters? But if it wasn't Brother Piero, who do you think could have done it? Well, now that's just speculation. I did see Lucky Steinauer get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Lucky? Why would he have cause to shout at a nobleman? Select food item to... Oh, I wanna... farmer's bread, sausage, egg pasta. Oh, that sounds... I'm gonna take egg pasta. Yum, yum, yum. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I'm not one to trade gossip, but if you really want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. Could have something to do with the nuns. Mother Cecilia, I didn't realize she saw much of Tessing. But would Lucky argue with Lorenz about nuns? There is no need for that. Lucky is a forthright man. I'm sure he would. If you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. Thank you both. That's good advice. There is something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking through the meadow, the widow Kemperin came out of the woods and... Yeah? Well, she cursed him. Oh, I remember that. That was weird. I am not surprised. Ottilia's late husband, Rannik, ran afoul of Lorenz on his last visit to Tussing. I don't remember the details, but Rannik just died just last year, and Ottilia hasn't been the same since. Well, let's eat the sausage. He was always an old bitch, even before she was old. Wow. Klaus, that's enough! She's had to deal with the jobs a lot in life. And now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I do pity her. Even she's a bit... Bitter woman. There should be some exception in the law for her to inherit. It seems like it would be more just yes. It wasn't always this way. I think my great-grandmother inherited this land way back then. Well, if man change it, they can change it back. You're right, as always, my dear. Enough about Ottilia. Is there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if he has any ill intent, but Prior Ferenc has been acting strangely since the day Lorenz arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement? I know they are both avid readers, both of classics and new works. On his last visit, the Baron bought a book on astronomy for me. I know the Prior has some similar art interests. But would the Prior will kill someone over a simple disagreement? It's not the outlandish when I was in university. So man threw punches there with small academic. Mann, Tatami, Essen ist fertig, Hans. Wo ist Hans? Ursula, geh Hans holen. Tatami. Oh, Essen is done. Food is done. I'm hungry, Tatami. Can you make food for me? Bitte, please. I want food. Go grab Mimi, okay? Why are you calling Hans? Call Mimi. What is an opinion for some is a testament of faith for others and worth killing for. That may be so, but I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Ferenc, not even when Gernot was made abbot instead of him. Afterwards he seemed bitter, but never violent. It just doesn't seem to be part of his character. So Lucky the widow and the abbey Prior. Anyone else? There was something strange when we approached the abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. Mother Cecilia scolded and took the nuns inside without saying a word. Sounds like they have history at least. Can I eat the rest of this, please? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, farmer's bread. I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I've never heard anyone speak badly of her. If she had cause to dislike the Baron, I must believe she had a good reason. Well, Andreas, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for talking to me. I was feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for your care. It's helped me understand how I can help Piero. Oops. This way. You're always welcome here, Andreas. Anytime. Yeah. Especially welcome with this one. You want to be Hans-dog? Oh, I wouldn't mind food now. God be with you, Andreas. Thank you. God be with you. Be good until I come back, Bertold.
I'll try.
Now that you read the sentence, I understand it. Yeah? Well, that's good. I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? The body not Florenz. Lorenz Rotvogel. I could talk to Lucky Steinauer. He's probably working in front of his house. The widow Kemperin lives south of here, near Franz Bauer. Paul Ferenc is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow. Speaking of the scriptorium, I really should look at what Ferenc was writing in that book yesterday. Still, nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the convent. But if I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the abbey, he'll have to do it without me. Oh no, I need to do 4 suspects. I think to examine the body is very, very important, even though we don't have DNA, science, whatever. So, but I think it's going to be very important. Wow, there are so many quests now. I was able to find an entrance to the library through the crypt. Oh, wait, we have that. Mother Cecilia reacted poorly to the Baron's appearance at the abbey. Could she have something to do with this murder? She'd find out what their history. She usually in the prior's house in the convent. Never get a look at what Ferenc was writing in the book in the scriptorium. Given the Baron's murder and Ferenc's odd behavior, it may be significant. Attila Kemperin cursed the Baron when we were talking through the meadow. Walking, not talking. I need to find out why she hated him so much. The widow house is next to Franz Bauer's. I should talk with Lucky to find out what the argument was about with the Baron. He's usually working next to his house north of the town commons. The Baron's man Michlaus has departed for Innsbruck to request the presence of the most reverend Jacob Estler, Archdeacon of Freising. He will be gathering evidence about the murder and interrogating those of us who might have information. Food is done. Hans? Where's Hans? Ursula, get Hans! Not sure what Horn would mean. Yeah, bring. It's like, bring me some food. But you can also bring some people over. Let some people come over, you know? Yeah, you did translate it right. It's super right. Das nix, you're understanding German now. Nice. Oh, I like to hear the chicken here. They're so cute. I feel like I'm still missing one page here. Like one background. Where do we start? That's the question. During the dinner with Klaus and Marie, we talked about 4 people who seemed to have a problem with the Baron. Lucky Steinauer, the widow Kemperin, Mother Cecilia, and Prior Ferenc. I should talk to each of them to see if of them truly had motive to kill the man. So I have to talk to them? Brother Florian asked me to be present during the inspection of the Baron's body. Alternatively, I can begin my investigation by following my other leads. Yeah, but it doesn't want me around, so if I do decide to go to the Brother Florian, I'll have to get his attention by throwing a small rock at the window of the infirmary. Okay, I need a little rock? I don't know where to find a rock. Gotta be careful around us now. Can't say flirty things to him in German. Oh, goodness. I thought Desnik's already having a bromance with Satachi anyway. Or is there more? And Tatami, why? You are flirty, but at the same time, you don't want that people are understanding you? Oh. I don't know where I can find this rock. Gotta stay mysterious. Just like my technique. That's a rock here. Am I get trouble now? Because I'm trying to get inside again? Can I use my token for that? Even though it would be wasted, right? Oh wait, what's this? A letter to the Baron from Phenexa. Baron Rotvogel. Trotz der wiederholten Aufforderungen und unterschwelligen Drohungen, den Inquisitoren in Innsbruck meine Lesegewohnheiten zu offenbaren, werde ich bei eurem Besuch in Kirsau keine Rituale für euch durchführen. Bitte beendet dieses törichte Streben sofort zum Wohl unserer beider Seelen. I'm surprised it's in German. My God, Lorenz was blackmailing Ferenc to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. No wonder Ferenc was so unsettled when Lorenz arrived. The Baron could have gotten him executed for witchcraft. Yeah? No, we can't go up. I see too much gamba in chat. Way too much gamba. The Burble Bank always wins, right? Throw stone? Do we have that? We have this? Okay. I thought I had to find it and pick it up. Andreas, this way! Okay, we're gonna cut a buddy now. There's no such thing as too much gamba. Yeah, literally 3 people doing gamba here. There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Now, even though I gave instruction that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you were up to... Oh, not sure if I can do that. Well, I'm not sure, but I want to help Piero. I studied medicine for a while in the university. We saw dead bodies. It'll be fine. I've paged through the fasciculars medicinae and seen its wound illustrations. Quite graphic. That's the war of back in those days. Seeing a dead body is different from examining one directly. Now then, you should probably take notes as we go. They might be useful later. Of course. Oh god, chat. I will begin by inspecting this interior, starting with the face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good conditions, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, and chest are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso. Yes, there it is. A puncture wound between the 6th and 7th ribs. It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and it likely came from his own hand. Wait, he inflicted on himself? How can you tell? But that doesn't sound deep enough to have killed him. Nürnberg into or in Innsbruck? Again, this weird question. Is that a thing? It wasn't. It's likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife. It's very unfortunate, Dana. He must have some other wound that issued forth all the blood we found him in. Then surely this must mean that Brother Piero is innocent. Why do you think... Who do you think killed him? I don't know. I can't even speculate. All I can do is examine this body and hope that you can figure out the rest. Simply pointing out the implausibility of Brother Piero striking the fatal blow may not be enough to convince the Archdeacon. Brother Piero never should have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Well, there's a sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. I doubt it had anything to do with this murder. Probably. I'm not familiar with it. The disease French soldiers received in the brothels of Naples. How do you know of it? We discussed it in university. Yes, it spread rapidly even north of the Alps. The treatment is dire as it involves heavy mercury consumption. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband. Not uncommon among the nobility. Aye. Imagine you're laying dead there and somebody is looking at your pee-pee and then you're saying, yep, you were not faithful. It was only a social experiment with Gungamba. I would expect a monk to be more shocked by this. It's probably happening the whole time. I spent many years as a mercenary. Sex and death are common companions in that world. Aye, indeed. Besides, sex isn't all that rare even in the abbey. I see, between the monks and the nuns? Between the brothers? Oh my god, shut. I am curious. Now I'm curious. I think they just had sex all the time, to be honest. It's not relevant to our examination, Andreas. Let's continue. Now I'm trying to do some gossip, but it's not happening. Other than that, a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes. There's nothing wrong with his legs. Andreas, can you help me turn him over? Of course. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though. How could that happen? How could that have happened? I have no idea. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. Here it is. A rather dramatic head wound. Ouch. The dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad. Dude, that's very open here. In my experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity. How many head wounds have you seen? I imagine the force of the impact would have to be quite great to crack the skull. Quite right. I see your medical training was not forgotten. I like the benefit of the university study, but the battlefields of Poland and Lithuania did provide an education of sorts. I'd rather be treated by someone with experience than a novice with a university education. Why didn't you study medicine in a university? I wish I had finished my degree. I could be of more use to you now. Now, there's no need to despair. Many hands would make more work in this instance. The wound looks like it was caused by a single powerful blow from a blunt object, probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across. How can you tell? The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there's a clear impression in the skin around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice unless the Baron were already dead. It's likely he didn't die immediately. How long he could have survived for? I've seen similar injuries in battles. The victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's an agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck. So, he may not have been attacked in the chapter house? He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area. Could he have been attacked outside of the abbey? The cloister? What about the big garden? The church, the possibility? I can't imagine it. Rüdiger and Mathieu are in and out of there constantly. Noise in the church is easy to hear, and the Baron would have to go through the cloister to wind up in the chapter house. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist. Could it have actually been a fist? I'd say 2 to 2.5 inches around. Perhaps a big mallet, a joining hammer, or even a round stone 4 to 5 inches across held in the hand. That's specific. Estimating size, distance, and number have always come easily to me. Hopefully your talents will help you find the murder weapon in short order. Whoever did this must have caught this Baron unaware. Save a small knife wound, he has no other injuries. Suppose that he was struck, drew his knife to defend himself and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. So I believe we've discovered 2 important things. Piero didn't stab the Baron, and even if he had, that isn't what killed him. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy blunt object. Yes, exactly. If you can find what caused the blow, it may lead you to the killer. We also know that Piero didn't stab the Baron. We know that, and I suspect even the abbot knows that, but he may need more evidence to convince the Archdeacon. I think they just want to get rid... just another alibi to get rid of Piero, to be honest. Oh, there's another item of interest. I found it in the Baron's jackets, but didn't want to open it without you. What is it? A note of some kind. As I'm a caretaker of man, you are the caretaker of parchment. I'll leave it to your capable hands. Das Mädchen, das starb und die Unschuldige mit ihr. Baturina? Kapitelhaus? What does it say? The girl who died and the innocent with her. Oh. Matins chapter. The girl? What girl and what innocent? One of the nuns? Someone from the village? Your guess is as good as mine. It's been years since any of the nuns have died. Perhaps Mother Cecilia would remember. Can you tell who wrote it? It's definitely someone with a great deal of experience as a scribe, but it can't be ad hoc or guy. Someone with an extremely refined hand that was done without any guides. Don't think they are French or Flemish. It would be some form of Bastarda script. As good as ad hoc and guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. What? Really? If not them, who? I intend to find out. I wish you good luck finding the answer. Now, I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Every minute you stay here is additional It's happening. Oh no, we have to hide. Were you expecting someone? Brother Florian? Could you open up? It's Werner Stolz, the physician from Tassing. Yes, in the middle of something. Could you return after supper? I'm afraid I can't wait. Father Gernot asked me to examine the Baron's body. Alright, just give me a moment. Andreas, I need to hide yourself. Where, of course, from Werner? I don't care if he knows I'm here. You're not supposed to be in the Abbey until tomorrow, remember? Oh, yes, alright. I'm gonna hide. I'm not gonna ask now. Dude, that's not a good hiding position. Dr. Stolz, sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. Seems unnecessary at this point. I've just completed my examination. Well, then, what's the harm in letting me take a look? Dr. Stolz, with all respect, I've finished. The cause of death is clear. If you arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. Assistance. I'm a university-trained physician. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield. Sawbones. Step out in front, confront Werner, remain hidden. I don't know what to do here. I'm gonna confront them. Oh no. Oh, God. Oh, hello. You're the artist, right? Came from Nürnberg, boarding with peasants? Some funny story about a failed attempt at university, I recall. Wait, what is he doing here? What business is that of yours? Apologize to Brother Florian. It just seems odd. Why would an artist be attending the examination of a nobleman's corpse? Get none of your business. My friend Brother Piero was accused of Baron Rotvogel's murder. I don't believe he did. Touching, but there's still no reason for you to be here, so please excuse us. It makes no difference to me. I'm leaving anyway. Excuse yourself, asshole! Thank you, brother. Of course, I'm not saying this. I'll speak with you tomorrow, Andreas. Until then. Watch your tongue! Would never speak like this. I should find someone to eat with. The sapor. Where can we eat? We could go back to the nice place. Emil. The what house? Oh, you can eat at so many places. Maybe at the bakery. I feel like bakery tonight. Can't get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her. What could it mean? Who wrote it? We'll figure out. The sound is a bit rough and harsh. I even mentioned this earlier. Chat, yeah, you did this yesterday. The scribbling sound like some stepping on snow. What do you think? It's a bit harsh. Yeah, that's true. I agree. Dude, I can just decide where I want to go and eat something. Imagine I could do this in real life. Today I want to eat at Destiny's place. Tomorrow it's going to be tatami. Guess we're gonna eat here tonight. I mean, today. God bless you, Andreas. Do you have supper plans? Gret would like to have you at our table. That's very kind. I'd love to join you. Maybe another time, Ulrich. I appreciate the offer. See you later. No, I wanna be here. Good. Father Thomas will be joining us. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts which we are about to receive from your bounty. Amen. Through Christ, O Lord. Amen. Oh, she's so cute. Also want to have a pretzel. Thank you for joining us, Father Thomas. It is an honor to have you at our table. Please, Ulrich, there's no need to stand on ceremony. You know, I enjoy sharing me with you and your family because he's just yoinking food. Especially when Gret serves a rye. God bless you, Father. You're too kind. How has Peter been lately, Andreas? Bad moods, but nothing unusual for him? Fine as far as I can tell. Most of the peasants here are in a bad mood. Between the miller and the abbot's taxes, they're in a hard place. More than a few of the families are having difficulty paying their bills. I can offer them credit, but I worry about the town's future when times are so hard for them. The gardeners are struggling to pay their taxes since the abbot raised them. It's Christian of you to extend them credit. It's made more difficult because the abbot won't allow them to pay in kind with their crops. Between the abbot's taxes and Leonhard's fees at the mill, they're struggling. Yanking food. Sounds like... Am I yanking food, Tatami? That's not true. Actually not true. I just ate the whole pretzel. If I can give them some relief, I must provide it joyfully. I'm not saying much, huh? You have a kind heart, Ulrich. Perhaps too kind. Though I do love that about you. Should this really be your concern, Ulrich? If the peasants are unhappy with their taxes or the miller's fee, they can propose a change. That's true, they could try advocating for themselves. They might speak as Christian to Christian. Sure, they can find common ground. Well, in any case, is the miller not entitled to recompense for his labors? Is the abbot not entitled to taxes as the rightful lord of the land? This is the way it has always been, will always be. Leonard takes more than is fair. His behavior is not Christ-like. And you will be the one to judge him, Ulrich Alban? Will you judge the abbot as well? Cheese, Alpine cheese. Fresh pottage? This is no matter to tease about. The peasants are suffering, the causes are plain to see. Your concern is admirable, Ulrich, but take care in how you speak about this. May I suggest that you speak to him on the peasants' behalf? Don't make accusations, but share your concerns. I have not found him to be an unreasonable man. With all respect, Father, I've been dealing with Leonard Miller and his father for over 20 years. I know the character of the Miller man. Kindness and reason are not in their nature. God's love is within all of us, Ulrich, even Leonard Miller. Andreas, don't you think Ulrich should try reasoning with them? If past interactions have not yielded fruit, it is reasonable to assume there is little point to further appeals along the same line. It's a worth try, why not? Why bother? It's an awful man. That's what I'm saying. Come on, come now. You must always have hope for a fellow man. Have faith in Christ and love for Leonhard. Hope for him is more than I can muster at the moment, Father. Oh, did I mention that Sister Matilda came by today to buy bread for the sisters? Yoink! She had a dark cloud over her. I think the Baron's death has upset many of the brothers and sisters in the Abbey. She's probably worried for the future of the Abbey. I can only imagine a murder that violent, especially for a nobleman. Sister Matilda seems so strong. I don't think I've seen her like this before. Do you speak to her often? Yeah, when she comes to buy bread, the Abbey can make some of their own, but we provide the rest. She walks with that Bohemian monk, Brother Voislav. He makes her laugh. Oh, my heart, that's lovely. It's not appropriate. But, Father, surely friendship between a brother and sister united in Christ is all right, isn't it? Not if they are sworn to celibacy, no. This guy. If you write with a pen and papyrus, it will certainly sound as good as well. I actually never had... I don't think I was ever holding papyrus in my hands. I don't think so. I think I really sound like that. They were writing on rough texture paper and feather back then. I'm not sure about that, but probably, yeah. Troubling, perhaps. I should speak to Father Gannot about it. I'm not sure how historically correct that is. Well, that was an excellent meal. Brad, thank you so much for inviting me into your home. Of course, Father. We're always honored to have you. Yeah. You see, even the father is young in food. As you say, I suppose, well, I should get back to the counter. The Bavarian ladies will be by for their bread soon. Thank you for a seat at your table. It was a pleasure. 17 hours remain. Of the day or the whole time? I should get some sleep. That time. It's already that late? It's getting late. I should head back to the gardeners and get some sleep. I have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm going to figure out who really killed the Baron. Found a letter in the Baron's belongings. It was from Prior Ferenc. In it, Ferenc said he would not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron threatened to turn him into inquisitions in Innsbruck. Interesting. Wait, is this the right way? Johann Bauer farm? the right way. I think we did a little detour. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. Good idea. Good idea. Oh, get comfy. But it's in the middle of the night. What are you doing? It's not morning? It's the middle of the night, Ursula. What are you doing up here? How did you get out of bed? I see. Would you like me to tell you a story? Would that help you sleep? Have you heard the story of the cat and the cradle? Let me tell you a story of the little girl who haunted the sleepy artist. Nah. Far up north in Flanders, where Leonhard's mill came from, there's a town by the sea. 100 years ago, there was a great flood there on the feast of Saint Elizabeth. You know how mad your dad gets when the water comes through your farm? Well, it was like that, but much worse. If your dad saw Saint Elizabeth flood, he'd probably lose all his hair on the spot. Saint Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist, she became pregnant in old age after it was foretold by the Arca. The waters rose so high that everyone had to leave the town. Many families lost their homes. When the floodwaters went down, the townsfolk went to look for survivors. Would you believe that they saw a baby's cradle floating in the water? I know it's strange credulity, but it's about to get even stranger. There was a cat on the cradle. It was jumping back and forth to keep the waves from getting in. The townsfolk couldn't believe it, so they slowly rowed their way out to the cradle. And when they looked inside, what did they see but a tiny baby, warm and... Anyway, that's why they named the town Kinderdijk. Kinderdijk? Okay. Makes more sense if you know Dutch. Well... Kinder, what now? I don't know. Are you scared? Can't you sleep tonight? Well, time to get back to work. And for me, time to stop now. I think it's also saved. Let me see main menu. 9 seconds ago. Yes, perfect. All right, Burbles. That was today's episode of Pentiment, and it's getting even more intense. I even like this game a bit more than yesterday because it's showing in a pretty good way what kind of dilemma you are. You wanna say your opinion to the church? Yeah, I don't think that's always a good idea. People are getting murdered for saying their opinion. People are stuck in the way of lives they're having. Like, they don't have the chances we're having today. You can do whatever you want today. You can live free, but you can't do it here. The plot thickens, indeed. It is easy to immerse yourself. I love this game so much. It's, yeah, it's giving me again the feeling I don't want to live during these times. I don't want to. But yeah, Burble, thank you so much for playing Pentiment with me. Once again, thank you. Tomorrow you're gonna get more.